Welcome to West Norfolk, a borough of outstanding open spaces, brilliant local businesses, and most of all, fantastic community spirit. As the government's roadmap is allowing for careful reopening of our high street, I'm here in Kings Lynn to show you how businesses are gearing up to welcome you back in a COVID secure way. Becky Pachetti and her team have working hard here at Number 4 to get their salon ready to reopen. And I asked Becky to explain the adaptations that she's made in order for her business to open.
We've put in lots of new measures. For example, we have screens in between each workstation so everybody's separate. We send out digital consultation forms prior to your appointments, and we limit the amount of stylists, therapists and people allowed in the salon at one time.
What about if we took away the...
Here at Kit McGrath on Norfolk Street, they've continued to help children learn English and maths during the pandemic. But now that things are starting to reopen up again, they're putting more measures in place to get more children learning in here. Heather, hi. So tell me, just how have you managed to stay open during the pandemic?
Well, KIP as a franchise are absolutely fantastic. They developed a face-to-face online teaching system in 2015, so everything was there waiting for us, and the vast majority of our students and families have been very willing to adapt to this new way of working. Not everybody can work from home for various reasons, so we have been inviting small numbers of students into the centre. Obviously, we've been keeping up to date with every bit of guidance that's been published and talking to our colleagues elsewhere in the country to find out the best way to run our centre.
Over at Britain's on the Tuesday marketplace, they've been busy throughout the pandemic.
Obviously, we've had to put measures into place so that we can still be safe. Probably the three most important ones are that we've made our offices only available to appointments so that we can control who's coming in to see us. We've largely embraced technology so that, for example, our viewings are now by 360-degree virtual tours, our tenancy agreements are signed electronically, and our tenants who are currently in properties are encouraged to report any maintenance issues via their app as opposed to coming into the office. Obviously, when we have to speak to people in person, we make sure that we are observing social distancing measures and all the COVID safe practices such as mask wearing and sanitising our hands and surfaces as we go and see people.
All businesses have had to adapt over the past year, none more so than our friends in the hospitality sector. Two businesses in Kings Lynn that have been working wonders in order to open up in time have been the Wens and here at the Bank House.
We've had lots of changes at the Bank House, predominantly on the terrace, where we've been spacing the tables out. We've astroturfed the terrace, we've put new heaters out there, and we've got some marquees coming, which will protect from some of the English weather. And then on the inside, again, spacing of tables, more hand sanitizer stations and distancing, and getting ready for the rule of 6 and 2 households to come inside.
So it's not just the Bank House, it's also the Wens. There have been a few changes there. So just talk me through those adaptations there at the Wens.
Yes, so meanwhile at the Wens we've been working hard to get it ready for reopening. We've added new lighting all to the front of the building, as well as repainted all the front of the building. Added some extra tables and chairs outside to have a few more people, as well as space them out to 2 metres like we should have done. We've also spent a lot of time refurbishing the bedrooms as well for them to be ready.
It's not all about food, drink or even getting your hair trimmed. Over at Alive West Norfolk, they're looking forward to welcoming you back to get you trim and in shape. Mark told us what to expect when you walk through doors of any of their fitness venues.
Well, we've been working hard behind the scenes to ensure that we can bring people back and also our staff back to a safe environment. The key thing is visually. What we've had to do is reduce the capacities in all of our facilities, and we've implemented a booking system so that even before people come into our facilities, they can book their slot to ensure that there's no overcrowding and that there's always plenty of kit available for our members when they use our facilities. The key thing we're also asking people to do as well is to, obviously, when they come in, to sanitise their hands before, during and after, and also have their own personal sanitising spray, particularly in our gym areas, which we've identified as being the most crucial areas, where there's a lot of touching and a lot of holding of equipment and obviously using equipment, etc., etc. They can see a lot more information around in posters and signage to direct them and to remind them, to give them gentle reminders of what the expectations are from themselves, but also from our staff as well when they come and use our facilities.
I'm now in one of Norfolk's oldest market towns, dating back to Saxon times. Here in Downham Market, the businesses are very much looking forward to welcoming you back. As for the market, well, it's continued to operate during the pandemic, but it's looking to expand even more with an even greater variety of traders. Nina, so you've been here trading for a few years. How have you found it over the past year?
It's been busy for me. I've actually gained more customers, of the loyal customers of Downham Market. They keep coming back every week. So for me, it's been good. The trade has been good.
But this is the first step now because you're branching out. What's next for you?
I'm getting a shop on the high street, so we're just renovating that, so we should be open mid-May, so exciting times ahead.
What impact has it had in terms of setting up the shop and the business in the high street?
Setting up the shop, everything takes a bit longer, but actually I think things have happened in the right order. I've set up my online business as well, and that's been really successful. I think the way people are shopping is very different at the moment, so that's helped. And things seem to have happened in the right order for me anyway, so it's good.
Over at Doubtfire's Waffles, they only set up their business in July last year.
The new business starting up scary at best times, I would imagine, but we decided to do it in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. Not deliberately, of course, but it's just the way it panned out for us. And we've had to deal with all the restrictions, which for us haven't been too difficult because that's all we know.
And what happens now, that the next steps for you then in terms of, presumably you're set up now to you're pandemic proof almost?
We're pandemic proof, that's exactly right. And no, what we'd like to do is go to more markets, because at the moment we've been restricted just to one market at Downham here, which is great, but we want to obviously go to different markets, but that's now the restrictions are lifted, we're able to do that.
And take your waffles to more people.
Take the waffles to the world. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Hello, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good, Philip. Nice to see you again.
You too.
Can I get myself a coffee, please?
Yeah, sure. You want to pay on a card?
Yeah, card, please. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The card reader's just down there. I'll just charge the machine up, and then I'll tell you when it's ready. Just bear me for a moment.
It's great to see so many people out on the market today.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, people really want to get out, and as more and more people come out, the market will thrive. There's no doubt about that. Okay, your payment's gone through, so I will get you the drink. Okay.
A stone's throw away from the market is a Downham Tandoori, which has had a thriving takeaway service over the past year. But they, along with their sister restaurant in Kings Lynn, are looking forward to greeting their diners once more. Anwar, hi. Great to see you again. Right, let me get myself sanitised. It's been a while since I've been in Downham or Kings Lynn Tandoori, but it's great to come in and see some of the work you've been doing. Hold on a sec. Right, let's go and have a look about some of the things you've done. So this is very different. So obviously we've got the screens here to begin with, and then we've got the posters reminding people what they need to be doing, including hand sanitizer, which I see there, and that brings us very nicely down here to the hand sanitizer table, because this is where people come in at the beginning, don't they? It's a one-way system that you have here.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just looking forward to serving a customer. I don't call them customer, I call them friend. We are 25 years here, most customer is very regular. I'm missing them. I love to see them. They're coming again here, using our restaurant. Both of them, Kings Lynn Tandoori and Downham Tandoori, all do love. And I can't wait to open the restaurant mid-May.
There are some exciting times ahead for businesses in West Norfolk, and they're keen to welcome you back safely. You can do your bit by getting back out on the high street, following the guidance, and having a little patience.